Hello guys, hope you are all well. We are extremely happy today. We have Professor Dr. Ajay Rana, Director, Advisor and Founder Director of more than 39 institutions and innovation programs at Amity Education Group. Presently he is working in the capacity of Senior Vice President, Rita Nand Paldev Education Foundation. Dr. Rana is having a rich experience of industry and academia of more than 20 years. His tenure at Amity led to an overall excellence in education, research, infrastructure, and systematic development of organization. His current focus is to enhance the quality of education through a strategic quality initiative. Dr. Rana has been to many top universities like Oxford, University of Nottingham, University of Wales, University of Southampton, University of West England, University of Newcastle, University of Poole, University of Bournemouth, Bangkok University, Institute of Industrial Technology and Automation, Milano, Ducati Bologna, Ferrari, Moranello, and more for education and research oriented projects, and to study their competencies and qualities to imbibe them within our education system. Dr. Rana has been recognized and honored with over 100 awards and recognition. He possesses an excellence academic record, a product of prestigious system throughout. So let's begin our discussion with Dr. Rana.
For the young generations and across the globe for Indians as well as the other persons. So I feel more proud that I will do something for the social cause.
Thank you so much, sir. Sir, yesterday when I was reading about you, I found about your ideology, which is if you are planning for an year, show rise. If you are planning for a decade, plant trees. But if you are planning for a lifetime, educate people, which is really a great inspiration for all of us.
Yes, that's why I choose this education as my career. Before that, I'm in a government sector. But when I met with Dr. Ashok K. Chauhan, our founder president of Amity Education Group, and our president, Dr. Atul Chauhan, and at that time, we have only 32 students in the technical stream. But right now, we have around more than 2 lakh students across the globe. So that is a vision of Dr. Chauhan think. That is the vision of our management think that if you have a dream, think we will provide the best support from their side. And as a honest person, as a dedicated, we are the person who they fulfill their junoon, fulfill their vision and fulfill their dream with the full expectations and full energy.
Great, sir. Sir, so from here, let's begin with our question answer session.
Yeah,
So
please, Harsh.
Sir, I would like to put the our first question, that is, sir, what do you think, how much we are prepared to tackle this situation which is right now going on?
So I request you, Harsh, with your permission. So I basic highlight about the education impact across the globe.
Sure, sir.
So
Sure, sir.
you are generally right that ask the first question how we are prepared about the COVID-19. But my dear friend, you understand about the fact, the importance of education across the
Sure,
globe and how
definitely.
this education sector plays a very important role. Why the big partners always ready to open the new college or universities? They know about the basic fact. And after that, we go ahead with respect to our general discussion. And the basic background is that how this education importance or the impact the entire global economy. So the world, according to the world, this the bank report, they're the top 3 sectors in the globe, those who affect regularly. And they predict this report for last around 4 years back. And when I just talked with some news channels, and at that time they laugh on me and they said, Dr. Rana, there are the other sectors as well. But today's scenario, you know that all Nobel laureates, all Army, Air Force, all armed forces persons, they have played their important role. But in current scenario, health sector plays
Health sector
really a
education, yeah.
tremendous job. Our doctors, our the warriors, doctors, warriors, and about the persons those who work day and night. So according to their report, around the 3 most important sectors in the globe, the first is about the health sector. You know the importance of health sector right now. Entire economy may vary from up and down to up. Second is about the infrastructure. And third most important thing about the education sector. So everyone think about the education sector is not so important sector, but that sector is a very important with respect to the global economy. And as per the reports, the Modi's vision is that our country may be a $5 trillion economy in 2020-24, or as per their results. But you know that about the forecast by the World Bank around $10 trillion for this education sector in 2030. And the surprising is that the global education sector is around 6% of the gross world product, and 6% plays a very important role with respect to all sectors. So that is the important of this the education. And with this, about the growing, about the compound annual growth is around 4.5% per annum. No bank give the entire such annually return yearly, but this education sectors plays very important role. So and the most important thing is, Harsh, that around $24 billion market value from Indian side. Our students approach to the foreign country, three main regions like the US, Europe, and the Australia. So you are surprised that $24 billion market that we go from India to abroad. So that is the importance of education. Now,
Importance of it.
your question is a really valid question, ki how we are prepared about this COVID-19. COVID-19, that is a pandemic, and we are no one really prepared about such drastic long lockdown. This the change. No one think about all these
No
things
one
when
think.
the Earth begin. Then around the first time on the globe, on the first time on the Earth, such type of lockdown. But yes, those organizations who work some professionally, and here I give the example of some foreign countries, why Oxford is Oxford, why MIT is MIT, why Harvard is Harvard, why NSU is NSU, because their education system is totally different. They work around 30 to 35% syllabus online. They assume that the students are ready about their basic fundamentals. But in our current scenario, maximum number of the faculty members spend a lot of time only and only for
Lot.
the basic fundamentals. But here I'm not promote my organization, but I'm so fortunate that Amity is one of the organization who is a fast growing education institution in our country and the globe. So when the lockdown government declared on Friday, on Monday itself, the entire university and college may be shut down. And we are so fortunate with the help of about infrastructure, about our resources. We are ready to conduct our classes Monday onwards. We
So
circulate
it
this
is great to
information.
listen.
Yeah, we circulate this information through mobile, through WhatsApp, through all social media channels. This the platform. We are already connected our all students through with the help of this technologies, with the help of some resources, with the help of our groomed faculties, that how we train them with the help of technology. So on the next very day, we are ready to conduct our classes. And not only for this, UGC gives some guidelines, education system gives some guidelines. So we are ready with respect to earthquake, fire, flooding, cyber attack, and many more. So now the situation is that all big and small institutions, there's a situation, they have some constructive approach. They have think not about the lightly only chalta hai attitude. Okay, if there's a nothing, then go ahead. That does not happen. But if you think education plays a very important role, so yes, we are ready. We are thankful to a lot of technology experts, so that they are right now, you and me, live chat on the Zoom. So we are thank you to latest technologies
Absolutely.
devices. So they provide the platform, MS Team, Zoom, and about the Cisco webinars and many sites. So, but the important thing is that, Harsh, and now I conclude your first question, and after that you ask anything. So in India, we have the lack of infrastructure resources.
Yeah, so we have
Everyone have no
no
about
access.
such infrastructure. So government think beyond these boundaries. In the current scenario and through your channel, I promote one thing. If the government give the permission to open the one private college or one private university, why the government not give the equal justice to all of them, distribute the funds to an equal amount?
Absolutely, sir.
So If that was not happened, the government has not approved the universities. Why unnecessary making some money? Why the states making some money to open the university and colleges? You know that the around the
Yes, a valid point.
65% scenario, 65% scenario population of our country, they may affected about this lockdown.
Affected.
So that is about the lack of infrastructure, lack of resources. So it is our policy. I'm not here blame about anyone, but that is a career of our young future leaders. We are the
We are
youngest
the
country in
youngest
the
country.
world. So what is about social responsibility? So that is my answer to your first question, Harsh. I think that
Okay,
I
sir.
have answered to your first question, please.
Yes, sir, sir. Sir, what do you think now we need to learn from this, and we need to spend more on healthcare, IT sector, and education?
All sectors, yes, always no one compromise about the health. So you know the current scenario around
I
if
think
we are
now we need to think more about it. That we need to means increase the budget of research and development, which is I think which is very low for in our country.
Harsh, I am not agree with you about that statement that we have the very low budget. If you think about our defense research, about the project annually, project that we spend around 20%, 21% in our only and only for the defense budgets we have. We give a lot of concentration about other sectors. But what about the health education sector? Only 5%, 7%.
Yeah, that's why, sir, I was saying only key in
Yes.
education sector we are not that much concerned as we are in, sir. It is totally a justice to spend in that defense and everything. But I think we need to also think about that education and healthcare sector and IT sector, of course, that is playing a vital role these days.
Harsh, I think that is not a point that our education sector not have sufficient fund. Government when allocate the funds on the basis of about their strength and about the manpower and the resources. Government have the sufficient fund because they are considered only and only for the repute institutes. Like only and only I'm respect all top premium institution of our country. It is our honor that we are the part, we our these institutions plays a very important role. But hers through your channel, I one request to you is all these top institutions, uh, please, I'm so sorry if I hurt you,
No, no, sir, sir, no, sir,
is
never.
all these technical institutions combinedly provide any prime minister of our country? Is all these institutions combinedly provide any president of our country, anyone from our country? Is all these institutions where we find lot of freedom, they provide a single our prime minister? They are not able to provide a single prime minister.
True,
But
sir.
yes, I'm happy about the government sector. Our policy, they are focused only and only for the government sector's education system. You know that the 500 acre, 500 crore concept, 500 acre, 500 crore concept is that the government give the 500-acre land with the 500 crore fund to the central universities to open the central universities. And what is the strength of these universities, Harsh? Only
Very
PG
low.
program. Only PG
Hmm.
program. And the
Peace,
strength is
peace.
not more than 3,000,
Not more
not more
than
than
3,000.
2,000. And this 500-acre land is the useless land. Why you
Of
not
course, sir.
provide these lands to some other
Some other
infrastructure,
institution.
some primary education? So government have a funds, government have spent. I'm not here about criticize the government of India to make the huge fund about our defense. They are need. That
Yeah,
is
they of
our
course they need
security. But our consideration is that consider all education institution in respective of private or government.
private or
Give
government need to give equal
equal
importance.
distribution, equal importance. When the child take a birth, on this his or her face, that is not
Yes,
categorized.
sir.
You go with the private or the
Not
public
category.
sector.
Never.
So that is my main concern. That is a thing. If all these, I'm okay. Then I quote these words. Is all these technical institution we have NITs, IITs, IIMs?
It is.
Is anyone you find that they are the any person, prime minister, the president of our country from these institutions?
No, sir.
Why? because they are produced only and only some different domains. But the thing is that we recognize the person if they have 40 years background, we give a lot of prizes. But what about the young persons? We have the Bhatnagar Award, we have Shanti Swarup Award about 35 years and less than age. Why not about some others person? So you find that when any student apply for AIMS or DRDO or ISRO, in the current scenario on their application form, when the student apply for their
They
internship,
look
they first mention that we are not considered any private institution.
private institution. Yeah, that is absolutely right.
So
Sir, I have
that is the
seen.
point. So now the current scenario may change if the government used a lot of technologies. If the government take the help from you, you know that a lot of social media challenges going on. Every year we use JEE, NEET, and others. How we spend a lot of money on IITs and NIITs, and if
It
they are
is.
not
It is.
able to develop one software to conduct the online examination, we take the help of TCS Ion. Why we take the
Absolutely,
help of
sir.
TCS Ion? What is the role of the professors or the persons from these organizations? That is the main thing from their
That is
side.
amazing, sir.
So they have the fund, they have the resources. These are the persons who take both sides, play win-win situation. They enjoy the funds that the government distribute to them. They are not withdraw the salary from their accounts, and they have the huge funds
Huge
received from
funds.
the government of India. And the project, who are the person who take care about the project? Private persons,
Private
private
person.
players.
Absolutely right.
Cisco, MS Team, Zoom. Had you heard about any
No Indian.
tool from Indian that designed from the our
No.
side?
Never. Never.
Huh? So that is a point. So we should think. So your question is about how we are prepared about IT or IT sector. Yes, this plays a very important role, Harsh.
So right now, as we have seen, the online education is a promotion means promoting. We are because of this scenario, anyone can't go to colleges. So we are looking for a solution for online education. So what do you think, sir? How reachable and how effective online education is?
Uh, Harsh, online education, yes, in our country, there's a very narrow-minded person. They think online and distance education, these are the technologies only and only for the working professionals. These are the technologies, online education for only for some, sorry. So online education only and only for the persons, those who are not sufficient time to complete their education on time. But here I touch three sectors from my side about the online education, and we should focus about all from K-12 to higher education. Like in our country, our education system is that 10 plus 2 plus 3 plus 2. That is our policy, that we have
The,
complete 10th, and after that 1 year gap, then 12th. Then our UG minimum requirement for UG is 3 years, and minimum requirement for PG is 2 years. So same is applicable to about we should apply the same scenario for online and the distance education. But this education divide three main parts. First is about education app on mobile. Second
sir,
is
but
about the virtual
sir,
classrooms.
actually, sir, what we have seen that the scenario is that connectivity is also a big issue for that.
Harsh, no, but if you pay money, then you will find the good connectivity. You are stand there at your
Sir,
home. I'm
sir,
standing at
you are
my home.
absolutely right. But sir, there are places where sir, we can talk about Jammu and Kashmir and the villages of India. In this, sir, I think that if you are ready to pay, also then there is a lack in connectivity.
Harsh, I'm agree with you. You touch with about the Jammu and Kashmir region of your Jharkhand or Northeast regions. My dear friends, there is some situation about the political situation in this situation. Earlier, 4G are available in Jammu and Kashmir as well, and 3G and 4G, these services are also available. But these services are stopped by the government of India due to some security issue. So, about in India, we have the one NIC, National Informatics Center, who is responsible to deliver the entire task. And that system plays a very important role and done his duties really a remarkable job by all these persons. They have around more than 121 centers across region wise. So NIC is responsible to telecast entire these infrastructures as per the demand. But my dear friend Harsh, it is our social responsibility. It is about the citizens from our side, how to maintain these
Yeah,
infrastructure,
of
how we
course, we
should
need
take
to
care
maintain.
about how we should take care about this infrastructure so that no one can destroy about these systems. So
This
if
system,
these
yeah.
technologies are available in Andaman Nicobar, if these technologies are available in Antarctica, with the high, if these technologies we are able to launch, you say that about the moon, that what we have launched around
Yeah,
Modi
sir.
ji.
Hmm.
If we are take this technology moon, so how do these are not possible to approach Chhattisgarh and Jharkhand
Of
and
course, we.
Northeast and Jammu and Kashmir? But is these persons are respect these technologies? No.
Yeah, sir. We can take this point that we
You
don't.
will
We
organize
have some
another
type.
lecture. You will organize another lecture for me about how we remove this equal rights for equal
Sure, sir. Sure,
citizens.
sir. I will.
Equal citizens means if you have a time to organize one, I have a
No, no, sure,
excellent
sure, sir.
solution for the government of India. Make the like about the casteism, about the reservation. I will give the best solution to you.
So we
But the
need people
important thing
like
is
you.
that, my dear friends, you are surprised that the government of India distribute around 3,000 crore funds to some state government for the development of their women's, for the development of their kids. And end of the day, they return back to the central government. They said, we are not able to find single
We
space
are
where
not.
we spend this money. So that is the reason, Harsh, I'm not agree with the about these things that we have very less. I'm come with you next point. Whenever you ask, I will give the one, in fact, data with you. Why this the
Sure, sure.
Google? Why this Google or Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter? They are so effective.
They are so effective,
Everyone
of course,
enjoy
sir.
the TikTok about they are in the rural place. The one girl make a one TikTok will come become the about around lakhs of money. One boy and why if they are from that is not about, but the use of technologies is important thing. Harsh. We should educate
Absolutely, sir.
them. So your point, education sector, online education system. So in our country, we have three type of education system. Learning system means three means the one is about the education app on mobile phones, and second is about the virtual classrooms, and third is about the LMS learning management system, or we say that about education TV programs, many more. You know that I think if you heard, if you ask the many question with the any professors, have you heard about Shodh Ganga, Shodh Gangotri? They said, what is Shodh Ganga, Shodh Gangotri? You heard
Sir,
about Samarth? They think about some, what is Vidwan? So government have launched many good policies,
many
many
programs.
good scheme, but is all these professors are really aware about these technologies? So my concern is that right now, I think I have heard in the morning our honorable Prime Minister organized a one meeting with the Education Minister to check about the current scenario for the future of our students. So I think after your our talk, you will find these details on the TV, many more. So government of India right now decide many comprehensive policies for the betterment of our students, awareness of our students. So right now, the one portal is about great initiative by the government of India with the help of all these three, like about the education app on mobile applications. Second is about the virtual classroom, and third is about the LMS learning management system, like the TV channels and many more. You know that in India we have the IGNOU. Which one is
Yeah,
the
I know.
best option about the IGNOU? We open the IGNOU on
So
this. They have the separate
uh,
channel.
so
So
they provide online education.
online education. So we have a sufficient, but everyone think about the IGNOU. If you complete your graduation from IGNOU, you're not eligible for the admission in the
You are
PG.
not. Yeah, absolutely. We have valid
For
points,
the
sir.
promotion, if you go any for any university and you apply, you complete your higher education from any distance learning education. They said, okay, first we consider the regular education.
Regular student.
So Nishtha is there. Swam is there, Swam Prabha is there, PG Pathshala is there, Shodh Ganga is there, Shodh Sudhanshu is there, Yatri is there, Virtual Lab is there, Samarth is there, Vidwan is there, Shodh Shuddhi is there. These are the initiative by the government of India. But it is up to us how we use these resources for the betterment of our student. So that is the online education sector, Harsh. So everyone have the great potential, everyone has the resources, but it is up to us to identify these resources, to avail these opportunities.
Avail this opportunity, absolutely. Sir, we would like to move our next question. That is, sir, what can we expect the after result of this COVID-19 situation?
Uh, the things will never be same with this pandemic over, and a lot of change in the education sector as well. Uh, uh, you see that about the policies. We should promote online educations now. After whenever we open, resume our colleges, government more think about to strengthen their resources, and that
It
is
is a
my
great
prediction.
learning.
Last week I am with SOCHM as a speaker, one of the speaker, and we project and request to all education institutions of the government of India, at least all education institutions spend 5 to 7% of their budget, annual budget, for their infrastructure development, development. They their cost may be less as compared to the current scenario, Harsh. You know that if they are working with respect to these resources, so the government has never stopped about many things that they have faced a lot of challenges. So government maybe apply the same model what the other universities. Have you heard something about Oxford, Harvard, Cambridge, MIT? The student continuously go with MIT research lab. The student go with Oxford research lab, continue their main focus about on their research project on the COVID-19 medicines. But you heard anything about the our research lab? They are totally shut down. All of enjoying their holidays.
Holidays,
All professors
absolutely.
enjoying that they have received the salary on time. Huh? All persons said that okay, thank God, now we are free up to 1st July. But has the same situation
Absolutely.
about other countries? No,
No.
the situation is not the other country. They are more, if they are in research, many of the organization, small organization, develop some sanitization napkin,
Yeah.
some sanitizers, some how to make some innovation to design some helmets, COVID helmets. Someone designed some shirts. Someone designed some colors in the patent so that the sanitizer may be available on this the colors. Someone designed the t-shirt to change the color whenever you find some COVID affected persons near to you. So that is a scenario we should think about the research different side. So situation may be changed really, yes.
Sir, what do you think? What will create? What it will be the impact on placement of the those who are in final year of technical or non-technical background?
Uh, with respect to placement, Harsh, yes, it will impact a lot with respect to all the education institution. Those who are totally dependent on the companies, they are not focused to maintain the relationship with the corporate world. Here I highlight one thing, Harsh. The corporate world, they are in the very good shape, good position right now. And you will find a lot of persons, those who said in the current scenario, there's a huge impact on placements. No one accept the request that a student will join the organization. But I'm so sorry. HR have a great policy to hire the campus recruitment. So they are the 50-50% recruitment. So 50% recruitment from campus hiring. So they have visited the campus well in advance before 1 year. They have maintained the relationship with them, hire the students, and after that they groom them, they train them with the help of e-learning platform, with the help of some online material. They give the free of cost material to their potential client, potential this the employer. They give their many certifications so that the student may join this certification within a year. So like our university, we have complete our placements well in advance. 1 year well in advance, like we have complete for 2020 in the month of September 2019 onwards. And second, like some private colleges depends on about so that they will start their placements whenever the student complete their degree or in the month of March or April. But this year the situation is really a worst. So companies are in the safe hands. They have saved 30% cost to hire these students, and next 20% HR hire the students only and only for headhunting or by referral. So Harsh, you find that around 50% cost these companies have already saved. They have the sufficient fund, so they are not hire the students with the help of rest 50%. So all the colleges, those who are depend on the on last stage hiring, that may be affected. But 50%, I have discussion with the last week I had received a call from Accenture. Last week we had touch with our partners, Capgemini, Accenture, TCS, and many big partners. They said we are committed as per our commitment. We are always this the committed, but joining may be from 1 month to around 1 month 10 days, from 10 days to 20 days. Means earlier they have joined, our student may be joined in the month of June, but due to the government policy the student may not join in the month of June, the student may be joining in the July. So they respect the government policy. I really feel more proud when I'm so sorry I'm here use the name of Accenture, but really they give the clear cut situation. He said that is a point. Now I request to you, because Accenture hired a lot of students from our side, UG, PG, good salary. They said, sir, we will now ready to spend more money on these students from some certification, some online training, so that when the student come and join our organization, they have well trained. So yes, situation is affected. So 50% means if the company plan to hire 100 students across the country, now the country is not plan to hire 100, only 50, because they have already saved their hiring about this model.
Sir, do you think is it going to affect the international education opportunities?
That is a good sign for India and a bad sign for other global education system. The THE chief last week tweet one thing, that right now a lot of universities, I am not these top universities in Europe on sale, they are available on sale. They are, because entire system they provide the free of cost education to their citizens. They are fully dependent on the students from the Asians, like the Chinese, yeah, like Indians, like some Indonesia, Bangladesh, Pakistan, Afghanistan. What about the others right now? Our future generation, our parents, you know about the worthy parents, they are not take challenge to send their kids to the Europe. No one. They said, okay, we are ready to deliver the education from India itself. But my dear friends, same is applicable to the other side. About the US, they will make a very rigid guidelines, conditions, so that they will not entertain the students from the other countries. Due to such scenario, when the COVID is spread from one country to another country, how they ensure that that was not spread across the different side? You know, most impacted part, the government have a condition to control 4 sectors. They have the full right to control the government. When they stop, they say stop and stop. Like first one is about cinema halls, malls, education system, and the school. Government have full right, BMN full right to stop any education institution. So tomorrow onward, there is education. Holiday is there. But what about the other things? What about the industry? What about the corporate world? That the economy may be affected. And for our country, Harsh, if you think that that is our summer vacation time, why we are so panic? If first time earlier we go with home after our examination, first we complete our examination, then we approach to home.
Examination, then we go.
Why not we give the 2 month time to our student prepare from home to our examination? They come when they come back and give the deliver the examination. Why the UGC is not think about all these things? Why the AIC not think about these things? They give the one condition, okay, delay the semester 3 months, take the admission in the month of July. These I'm not agree with these persons, those who make the guidelines. You give the 2 months time to our student and declare the holidays right now. When the student rejoin, conduct the final examination. In the next 10 days, you will conduct the entire final examination. And after that, you will start the new session.
Yes, of course.
So that is a point from my side about the same, about JEE, 16 lakh students
16.
every year. 16 lakh students appear only for JEE.
Only for
What about the
JEE.
Delhi University? What about the central universities?
Central.
What about the other university? What about the private university? About the crores of the students? The career, the entire career may be affected. But we should give the priority. If sometime I've heard about, you said that about education system, sometimes some person said we will cancel the CBSE exam this year.
Hmm.
You know, if we cancel the CBSE exam, what is the reputation of our education system across the globe? If the joint control of examiner is the control of examiner of CBSE ready to set, okay, we will conduct our examination, don't worry. But other person said, please cancel the examination. Our kids are so worried. So yes, we all are worried. But
We all
we
have.
should not dismantle our education policies. If we think, then entire world may not recognize our education system at all.
Sir, what do you think? How much time will India again take to emerge from this great loss?
For this great loss, yes, we have UGC, AICT, or various governing bodies think about that is the great loss. But I think at least a 2-year time we have. But the government plays a systematic role. Like, for example, that is a suggestion from your channels to about all these things. Government will give the gratuity, pension, DA every year to the their employee. I have received the salary every month. If all Indians, irrespective of their position, if they donate 1 month salary, then you think that the next day we are the $5 trillion. We are not wait for 2020, 24, but we are the we are ready. If the
We can
government gives
recover
us
it
new,
fast.
yes. So if we are not about these things, government should stop about the funds to all the universities. What they have, the good funds. If they stop these funds, is there any government give the funds to the private university? No. But if the government give the funds to the DPS, Amity, Vellore, VIT, Manipal, any bids planning, if they not give the funds, please, at least stop in this current scenario. Then we will overcome this situation very fast. Stop the funds. You said that, okay, all government institutions self-sustain, generate your resources, generate your money through some research work, some patent, some publication, some innovative task, design if the Cisco have designed some tools, if the Zoom are ready to design the tools, why not others design the tools? So that is the one request that is take around 2 years time from my point of view, Harsh, but we should take patience. We should believe on our leaders, because we have appointed these Parshad, MPs, MLAs, chief ministers. We should believe on them. They are our leaders. We should respect them. We should respect our king, our Modi ji, if ever he said that we should work on these parameters. So that is a very crisis situation in our country, Harsh.
Sir, right now, when we have researched about some other YouTube channel and websites, we have found one question that is common in all. Some people is saying that if this situation is not subside till July and August, then we can think about the cancellation of one semester. But I think that you are the right person to answer this question. That's why I have put it.
Harsh, according to the current scenario, if you think that the situation is maybe over from July or August or September, I'm not agree, because again, from November onwards, you will find more cases. So
Absolutely,
we
sir.
should take precautions about all these things. But Harsh, think about our education system. That's why I touch with you. Our education system is that, Harsh, 10 plus 2 plus 3 plus 2. We have a sufficient time. Why we are in so hurry to cancel the examination, Harsh?
We need some
Solution is that 50% marks, we have the class test is there, internal assessment is there. We have check our student for the past semester as well. If I have applied for any job, you have checked my resume, you have checked my eligibility, and on this eligibility, you hire me. If we have a same current scenario, we have a past record of our kids, we have the past record of our children. You think about the one kid, those who are in a, you say that about the luxury jail. If you are the parent
Sure,
and you have the two kids and you have the two-room flat, how we assume that how to handle these two kids? They are the luxury jail. When the kids are demanding, Papa, can I play PUBG? Now the parents are not to stop our kids, so please do not play the PUBG. You know that the one small, the Ludo King becomes so popular. They are Mikka Singh and some other person, they are the brand ambassadors to launch their app. So Harsh, think about the students, think about their mind as well. Do not pressurize on students a lot. These professors make a policy. These professors, those who have 60 years age and they are pass out, they are retired from the government sector, they make a policy. If please invite around 5-10 students before make any policy. You are not try to understand about how the kids are in so anxiety when they are closed in their room. Try to understand. And when they join again college and you again impose the exam, there are other method of examination about their continuous learning, about their past record, about their some innovative ideas, about some students if avail about some certification, online certification free of cost. Pass them. The government has, I'm so sorry through your channel, the government have launched various Tom and Harry type coaching centers. We have received a lot of policies, e-Pathshala, free of cost, online journals, free of cost training, internship. Hers, in this world, nothing is free. Nothing is free. No one gives the free of cost training to you. They gave free of cost 30%. After that, you receive the SMS, you will find a lot of things, pay this money, 100 rupees, 200 rupees. So they are around Tom and Dick Jerry institutions, those who about earn a lot of money from our students. So think first about the student point of view. You are the student. And after that, impose any policies, any guidelines. So that is through your channel, I request to Harsh, whenever the government make any policies, at least invite 2 or 3 young students, those who are the stakeholders, those who are the last persons. So that's you will find in AICT, there's that around 10% nomination of the student, in academic council, in the executive council, in the board of studies, at least 10% of the student. Then you will find the effective points, effective words from the students, our young leaders' point of view.
So it was great. So from here we have in our questions. Sir, if you would like to ask something from me, that's okay. Otherwise, we have to wrap up.
So with your permission, can I touch 2 things from my side, Harsh, from your channel?
Sure. I would always welcome.
Harsh, I give the conclude my statements with respect to 2 very important things that I have taught my students. And we should remember that one should learn in our life through gurus or through parents. If we call home is the first school, our family. So for every childhood, or we can say the every citizens. So education means you are the persons who are not hurt any third person. You are educate. Now, what's my target is that is a message to about the young leaders. There's a data game in the current scenario, And what time the Tata become Tata? Tata become a Tata within 150 years. What time the Reliance become Reliance? When about the Dhirubhai Ambani think one vision, and after 43 years, Reliance became Reliance. What about the Birla? About 60 years. What about the Microsoft become the Microsoft? You take around all these companies, those who are the ArcelorMittal and many other, they are around take more than 1 decade or 2 decade or around 100 years. But about the current scenario, what time of the Facebook become Facebook? What about the LinkedIn become LinkedIn? What about the Amazon? What about the Twitter? What about the Google? What about the TikTok? Entire world run by these persons. They are the richest person on the globe. Except about the innovation, except about the respect the young minds without imposing any system on them, without imposing all the system, understand about their things, about their
Great
mind.
message, sir.
That is the one
Really
point.
such a great
And
message.
second, I conclude that government think if they are not able to provide a single prime minister or president of our country, then government makes a condition. If any repute institution not provide any single chief minister, you know the some IITians said there's a one chief minister right now. There's another person
Arvind.
for the Goa that is very good. You know the IITians said please do not call you as you are IITians. So they're the one person. So I'm not name of that person, but a government have make some policy like a Nobel Prize is there other side. So if you are able to achieve these things, then we will provide the facilities to you. So that is a one request. And Harsh, it's my honor that you choose me, and I hope so that
So
through
it
your
was
channel.
wonderful for me, and sir, you are a great inspiration for us, and we would like to, sir, continue this talk if we will get some future opportunities with you. So it was a great interaction.
My thank you, Harsh. Thank you very much, and best wishes to you and your channel. And I
Thank you
hope
so
that
much, sir.
please stay home, safe home, and convey my regards
Sure,
to your
sir.
team members. Thank you very
Yeah,
much.
sure, sir.
Thank you all.
Thank you, sir.